Good afternoon, folks. This is the Blight Review Board meeting of May 11, June 8. I'm reading the minutes. June 8, 2022. We're here in room 206 of Town Hall. We have three of the five members here. Mr. Burke and Mr. Washeka said earlier that they would be unable to make it, but we have a quorum. So can I have a motion to approve those minutes of the May 11, 22? Thank you, Mr. Lamolt. Is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Eder. Any comments, edits, changes? I thought they were spot on, and I appreciated that. Well done.
Thank you.
So all in favor of approval as written? I guess that's unanimous. Thank you. All right, Mr. Solito, we turn to you.
Okay, again, I apologize for not having the pictures, but we'll go through whatever you need to. I can describe anything you need to.
Okay.
Well, I can refer back to the old ones. Has anything changed from?
No, actually they haven't, so nothing's changed.
That's
Perfectly fine.
That's too bad news, right?
If we're going by the first sheet, just to let you know, 16-001, that one is still being maintained properly and in good condition.
Good.
There's no issues there at this time.
Mm-hmm.
17-011. That one, why did it not show up here?
It is.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. The citation was signed, returned to the town attorneys, and it was served by the marshals on March 9th of 2022. But no progress. Pictures, the latest pictures as of yesterday. There's no,
change.
and actually the grass is just getting longer.
Okay. And your report indicates certificate of continuing lien was filed on June 2
Yes.
of this year.
Correct.
Good. Okay.
Yes. With the town clerk. I haven't received the certified copy back yet, but they said it would take about 10 days or so.
Okay. And that
Oh,
is,
and we've been since April 21. We've been accruing fines on that thing as well.
yeah.
So
Yep.
April 21. Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Okay, 17-013. After the last meeting, I got an email from the gentleman who was here stating that they were going to have a hearing with probate to change the executors of the estate. Haven't heard back from him, no response to an email I sent him asking for an update. I hate these when your phones go off for no reason. Okay. The vehicle that was he promised is still there.
Still there?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
frustrating.
And that's been 2 months now since he promised that.
We stopped allowing it being parked there.
But
It's really getting worse and worse.
well, now with the growth seasons here,
Yeah.
the grass is growing and hasn't been cut, so that's still the way that is.
All right. Is there any wish to pursue that by the committee at this point, or give them another month? I would only say that the probate process can take some time. I don't know whether he had already filed the petition then or not, but you got to file a petition, they got to set a hearing, got to have the hearing, so that may not have happened yet.
It's not my place. I consider it 2 strikes. Number 1, car's still there.
Yeah.
Number 2, we asked them to just get back to us monthly with an update.
That hasn't happened.
Don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
no,
do
I'm
we
just.
do? What kind of action?
We'd have to call him in for another hearing and determine the blight condition. I don't think we have formally done that yet. No, we've been talking to him quietly, shall we say, and give him 30 days to correct the situation, and if he doesn't, we can start accruing fines.
I just continue to worry.
From my education-
About that property with all the children that go by it every day.
Yes.
And it's getting more and more deteriorated and more hazard looking, I think, with the porch.
Yeah. Mr. Lamote?
The last thing we're talking about is an email received from Sun of his executrix,
Right.
updating board on property probate issues.
Right, that was, I believe, right after the last meeting. We had gotten that email from him. Since the meeting at probate was supposed to be the 18th of May, I believe,
Oh,
and he was supposed to
Get back to
email
us.
back. I said,
Oh,
please
okay.
get us back with a
Oh.
result. He said he would, and I haven't heard anything.
Oh, there was a probate date set.
There was, yes.
Oh, okay.
And it was to reassign, for them to reassign the executor of the estate.
Okay. All right, well, is there a motion to set a hearing date to have him come in and? for
give
the
one more
term?
shot. I mean, they've been in here twice now.
Yeah,
Give-
yeah.
You know, I think if they come in, we'll just tell them, this is it.
yeah,
You know,
right.
fines are accruing and,
But yeah, they
Replace
aren't
the
yet,
lien.
but they aren't yet. We haven't made that
yeah, that's what, I
determination.
mean, you know.
But they
tell-
will be.
Tell them that, you know.
Yeah, at the very least, the car can be moved and the grass can be mowed.
Right, right.
Something, but yeah, nothing being done.
The
All right,
original
well-
date was July 30th, 2018.
Yeah, this is ridiculous at this point. I have my
So-
neighbors complaining about it, and they don't live anywhere near it.
Oh, really? All right, so do I hear a motion to send notice of a hearing, which would be held on the, let's see, September date, to the September meeting date, because 30 days we keep missing with the next meeting. So a September meeting date for determination of the blight condition.
So-
All right.
There's no meeting in July and August?
I'm sorry, August we should meet, yes. No, there is no August. There is a July meeting, however. The problem is, if we start counting 30 days from today, we're going to miss the meeting date, or the letter won't go out for a couple of days. and we'll
Okay,
miss
so
30 days.
we have to do September is what you're saying?
Yeah.
We have to wait another,
In essence, he's getting a break that way.
he's getting, yeah, he sure is.
Yeah, as we're already, we have somebody due here in July, as I recall, but we'll get to that, I guess, in a minute.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, with that motion, I saw Mr. Eder make that motion, Mr. Lamold second.
Yeah,
So it's unanimous. All right, Mr. Salido?
Very good.
Thank you.
The meeting is the 14th, correct?
September
September 14th.
September 14, yeah.
Okay.
And that's for a determination of blight. And that would be a public hearing, not necessarily, well, we might go into executive session, but that's being set for a public hearing on the blight.
Okay, very good. 18-002, where we were, that was they were going to be putting this property to, I'm sorry, why that's like that. They were given, their citation was issued, and then there was talk about putting a lien on the property, and the town attorneys had asked that through an email, I don't know, I think, George, you may have gotten that one, Mr. Chairman, yeah, that they wanted to do a title search on the
Bernie?
property to
Yes.
make sure we're
that-
sending it to the right people.
Right, that they were getting to the right person.
Yes, right.
Which was fine. I haven't received any information
Oh,
back.
nothing
from
back?
them Since, regarding that.
That was
I'm
pretty-
looking at the picture from the last time.
Right.
And I'm not totally seeing what the problem is. I mean, you know, it's overgrown vegetation around it, going up the side of the house, but is it peeling or is it?
Well,
what's
there,
it-
yeah, it's difficult to tell, but there are already rotting holes in the sills and the windows and through the siding. Again, the more recent pictures have shown more growth. Any of the bushes along the front of the property are bigger, are large.
Yeah.
And it's just, the whole backyard is pretty much growing over the back of the house. It is definitely.
Oh, I can see that, yeah, from here, yeah, right, in this last picture.
Mhm.
I think we have determined that there's a blight condition. We
Yeah.
did that, so now So we want to get that title search.
Is anyone living there?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I had gotten some emails from a neighbor regarding the fact that they had gotten approval for vacate order for September 15th.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry,
Eviction?
eviction, well, actually a removal from the property for, it was May 15th. And they were still occupying
Still
the
there.
property, the owners. And to the point where they wanted to naming them, you know, John Doe 1 through 4 to, but it's still there. The people are still there. So we have to wait until we hear back from the attorneys as to how to proceed.
Yeah, that was just going to be a one-owner search, should not take any time, so we ought to have that.
You should be able to just go into town hall and look at the records.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, that was 18002.
Correct.
So what's the,
Nothing to do at the moment, await the return of the title search so we know exactly to whom to serve the citation.
Okay, on this sheet, we have 18-004, no changes with that. No building permit has been taken out on the property
Mhm.
as of yet, it's still,
Okay, and he received his
Status
second
quo.
lien notice. Okay.
18-005. Forgive me, because I believe. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
here we
right.
go.
That's it.
18-005, thank you.
Yep.
The owner has not, I do have it that the citation was served to the owner on the 24th of May. The second blight warning notice and the violation hearing notice, which were sent to him via certified mail, have not been claimed. His hearing date is supposedly July 13th.
July 13th, good.
Correct.
Okay.
And there's been no, I did receive an email from him telling me that the cracks in the foundation, which were part of the new, have been there for 70 years.
Okay.
He was gonna start work, he will work on the fascia, all the rot on the front, and he states that the trailers in the back are registered, current registration, and that the boats are not abandoned there. And makes no reference of the motor vehicle that's back there underneath all of the things as well.
Are we on 18005?
This is 18005, yes.
Yeah.
This was,
Oh, that's, there was a car back there, I forgot
Yes.
that. Yeah, you found, that. You didn't find that originally, but, yeah.
no, correct, it was one of the snowy days and the
Right.
snow showed the car in all its
Yeah.
glory back
Glory,
there.
okay.
Because with no vegetation.
This is the famous road that if you can get killed on by sliding off, I remember.
Yes, that
Okay.
is the one, yes.
So we gotta wait for what now?
Well, he hasn't acknowledged the receipt of the second now, the second blight warning notice and the second violation hearing notice. He has not confirmed reception. Those were both sent to the two known addresses that we have.
Oh, good. Okay.
But I guess my question is, you say when you sent them, did he have to sign for them?
Those two he would need to sign for.
And you have no signature?
Correct.
So, to your knowledge, he never received them, is what you're saying?
Yes, correct.
Which is where we're stuck.
This is the second notice.
This is the second one. We did a full one, which he's already now, has been served the citation for with fines being accrued. That's the first one.
Right.
And then he had assured us that in the spring he would make further improvements, and so we gave him some
Right.
time and.
With the new violations, we sent another blight warning letter
And that,
citing the new.
and that he didn't acknowledge.
Correct, yes.
Or at least we didn't get a signed plan.
And I think as of last week, he hasn't even cleaned up the front of the property like he said he was doing
No,
on a
no.
continuing basis, so it's getting worse.
So, exactly. Yeah,
We-
growing season, vegetation just gonna grow unless it's,
Why can't we, just on the basis of the first one that he signed, start accruing fines?
well,
I
the
think we
first,
are.
the first one is accruing fines as of January 1st.
Oh, okay.
That was
All right.
voted on. So he is accruing fines as of January 1st.
Yeah.
The second one, because they were new violations, they were not part of the original, we had to cite him a second time for the extra violations that were there.
Okay.
And he had come in one time, and he was trying to be cooperative, so we were trying to give him some slack, but,
Yes.
and we'll just have to have our ducks in a row
Yeah.
for that hearing.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Is this the car?
That's,
Or a boat.
yeah, that's the one with the
It
circle
looks like a boat.
shows.
One looks like a car, one looks like a boat. I can't-
Correct, yeah. There's boats and a trailer in one, that's the, without some more sophisticated photographic equipment. That's the best I could do.
That's good.
Off of the
Good stuff.
property.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
satellite.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, moving on?
Please.
Okay. Last one, 21-001. That's the one where they did mow the front of the property. And so to some degree, that was abated. However, the growth on the building is continuing, and it's even more prolific now since the weather is spread. The back of the property hasn't been mowed, it's still way overgrown, and the garage in the back, the panels are still knocked out, they haven't been covered over, so there's still free access to that, to the garage in the back for whomever. So that one hasn't changed since the last meeting, since that initial improvement of the front.
And fines have been accruing since
Yes.
December?
Correct.
It doesn't look like we filed a lien.
Yes, not a lien yet, but the citations have been served and confirmed with fines commencing 12/14 of '21.
Right.
So at some point, if it remains, you would be, a lien on the property would be the next step without anything being correct.
Okay, so.
I think we should move forward on that one.
Yeah, we should get the lien filed.
Agreed.
Okay.
This has gone on for,
Yeah.
as long as I've been on this
Yeah,
board.
right, and we're collecting, we're accruing the fines, but, so, Mr. Etter moved and Mr. Lamothe seconded a motion to have a lien filed on that property, which is our file 21-001. And when we voted, it was unanimous. Okay. Okay,
Okay, I'll notify the town attorney.
good.
Prepare that. And that is all that I have for tonight.
That's it. Nothing new? No new complaints of substance?
No, there's been some complaints, but they haven't gotten to, qualified yet.
No. So folks do know how to reach you if they have a concern.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, no need to protract this then, is there? Any other business?
Move that we,
I heard a motion to adjourn, and Mr. Etter seconded, and I made it unanimous, so. Thanks for your time, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Ally.
You're welcome, have a good night.
Bob, nice to see you.
Short and sweet.